All right, this is second grade math lesson 3-8. Solve one-step and two-step problems. So let's take a look at what we are asked to do here. The red team has 15 more points than the blue team. The blue team has 36 points. How many points does the red team have? Solve and explain your answer using counters, drawings, or equations. So here's our blue team. They have 36. The red team has 15 more than the blue team. So if the blue team has 36 and they have 15 more means we're adding, so 36 plus 15, I can break 15 into 10 plus 5 to make it a little bit easier to add. I'm going to circle these two. 36 plus 10 is 46 plus 5 equals, I can count it, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. I can draw some lines and I could also draw some pictures. But there's just the strategy that I'm choosing to use. So 46 plus 5 equals 51. All right, let's take a look at some of the other problems on the back. All right, Matt sold 17 tickets. So this is our number of tickets that Matt sold. Jen sold 8 fewer. Fewer lets us know it's going to be less tickets than Matt. Amy sold 3 more tickets than Jen. How many tickets did each person sell? So we need to do it part by part. So the first thing we need to do, I'm going to draw a line here. We need to figure out Jen and her 8 fewer tickets first, then we'll go to Amy. So step 1, tickets that Matt sold. Matt sold 17 and Jen sold 8 fewer. So minus 8. 17 minus 8 is 9. Okay, so we know that Jen sold 9 tickets. Now it says Amy sold 3 more tickets than Jen. So we know that Jen sold 9 tickets, right? Here's our information right here. Jen sold 9 tickets. And then Amy sold 3 more tickets. More lets us know we add. 9 plus 3 is 12. So we have to look back at our answer and make sure it makes sense, but it's nice having these bar diagrams to help us understand how we need to solve the problem. All right, let's take a look here. Do you understand? Show me. What steps did you take to find the number of tickets Amy sold? Well, first we had to do 17 minus 8 equals 9, right? That was our first step. 17 minus 8 equals 9, and then 9 plus 3 equals 12. 9 plus 3 equals 12. All right, let's take a look at this next one. So we're doing two-step problems again. We have to solve the first part, then the second part. Steve read 15 books. So right here we have our 15. That's our total that Steve read. Sam read 9 fewer. 9 fewer. So 15 minus 9 books than Steve. So let's solve that part first. I'm going to stop there. What plus 9 equals 15? We can count up. We can start at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I counted up 6. 6 plus 9 equals 15. So how many books did Sam read? 15 minus 9 fewer equals 6. So Sam read 6 books. Now look at the second part. Dixon read 8 more books than Sam. So we know that Sam read 6 books. Dixon read 8 more. 6 plus 8 is 14. So we know 6 plus 8 equals 14. That is the total number of books that Dixon read. All right, excuse me. Let's go ahead and head to our independent practice page. Now there's a lot of questions on these that are, I think they're all two-step. So if you want to do it with me, that's great. Or if you want to try and do it on your own and then come back and check too. Okay, Brian has 17 fewer, subtract, marbles than Kyle. Brian has 21 marbles. How many marbles does Kyle have? Okay, we're not doing two-step. Thank goodness. We're just doing our regular one-step. Okay, so we need to figure out how many marbles Kyle has. I know that Brian has 17 fewer marbles, and Brian has 21. Okay, he has 17 fewer, but we're actually going to add these two together. So fewer just lets us know that Kyle has whatever our total is, minus 17 will equal 21. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these two together. So I have 21 plus 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3, with a total of 38 marbles. Okay, so we know there's a total of 38. All right. Oh, looks like we do have a two-step here. All right, Clint catches 7 frogs. So he catches 7 frogs. 3 frogs hop away, minus 3 frogs. So how many does he have? 7 minus 3 equals 4. Now our next part is, then Clint catches 6 more frogs. So he had 4 frogs plus 6 more frogs. 4 plus 6 equals 10. And we know that Clint has 10 frogs. All right, number 4. Erwin sees 23 birds in a tree. Then 18 more birds come. So we want to know how many he saw. He saw 23, and then 18 more birds arrived. So we need to add these together. So I'm actually going to draw this out. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. And then with 18, we have 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. Now I need to make a bundle of 10. We don't want to have a million little ones floating around. So if I have 8 ones here, plus 2 ones here, I can connect that, and that's a group of 10, and I have 1 left over. So let's see how many groups of 10 I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups of 10, and 1, 1. So he saw a total of 41 birds. All right. There are 31 bluefish in a pond. There are also 8 goldfish and 3 redfish in the pond. How many fish are in the pond? Wow, we're going to need to add 3 different numbers together. So it's really asking 31 blue plus 8 gold plus 3 fish equals. So I'm going to look for some ways that I can add a couple numbers together to make it a little bit easier. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and add these two together. 31 plus 8 I know is going to be 39. 39 plus 3, 39, 40, 41, 42 is 42. So we have a total of 42 fish. All right, our higher order thinking. Let's take a look at this one. This one might be pretty tricky. Mr. Lou buys 6 bananas, okay? He buys 6 bananas. Then he buys 8 more bananas. Okay, 8 more plus 8. Let's get our total there. 6 plus 8 equals 14. So he has 14 bananas. He gives some bananas. How many? We don't know. Some is a mystery. Some bananas to Mr. Shen. So 14 gives lets us know we're subtracting. Minus something equals. Now Mr. Lou has 5 bananas. How many bananas did Mr. Lou give to Mr. Shen? So 14 minus what equals 5? So we could do it a couple different ways. We could draw some pictures. We could draw 14 bananas, and we could cross as many out except for 5 and see how many we crossed out. We could count up. I'm going to try the counting up. Let's start at 5 and count up to 14. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So how many did I count up? I counted up 9. So he gave away 9 bananas. All right, let's take a look at our back page here. Our math practices and problem solving. There are 21 more green crayons than blue crayons. There are 14 blue crayons. How many green crayons are there? So we need to find the total number of green crayons. We know there are 14 blue and there are 21 more green crayons than blue crayons. So this is our plus. 14 plus 21 more will give us our answer up there. So let's see. 14, one group of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 21, two groups of 10, and 1. Do I have enough ones to make a bundle of 10? No, I sure don't. So we're going to start with the 10s. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 35, a total of 35 green crayons. And again, you may want to do it a different way. I'm just trying different ways. I like doing a bar diagram to help me get totals. All right. Dan swims 4 laps on Monday. He swims 5 laps on Tuesday. Then he swims 9 laps on Wednesday. How many does he swim in all? So we're going to need to add all of them. So let's start at the beginning. 4 plus 5 equals 9. And then we're going to bring that 9 down here. 9 plus 9 more laps. 9 plus 9, I know, is 18. Gives us a total of 18 laps. All right, here's our higher order thinking. This is going to be our big brain exercise. Robert has 20 blueberries. He has 10 more blueberries than Janessa. So he's got 10 more than Janessa. So we know right now that Janessa has 10. Because if he has 20, that's 10 more than she has. He has 14 fewer than Amari. So, excuse me, if he has 20 blueberries and he has 14 fewer than Amari, Amari has 14 more. 14 more. How many blueberries does Janessa have? All right, well, let's take a look at this. So I know 20 minus 10 equals 10. So we know Janessa has 10 blueberries. And then we know, here's our 20 plus 14 equals 34. So we know that Amari has 34 blueberries. So that was a lot of information all together. Again, we won't have questions like this on the test. They're just questions to get us thinking. All right, here's our final assessment, which lets us know we'll have questions like this on our final test for the unit. Okay, Billy saw 19 animals at Grayson Zoo in the morning. He saw 17 more animals after lunch. More lets us know we're going to be adding. How many animals did Billy see in all? Okay, so we're going to do 19 plus 17. So, and you can break it up a couple different ways if you want to. Let's see, I can break this into 10 plus 7. And I can do 19 plus 10 is 29 plus 7 equals 36. So 36 animals is what he saw that day. Then Taylor saw 41 animals at Richmond Zoo. How many animals did Billy and Taylor see in all? So he saw 41. And then we know that Billy saw 36. So 41 plus 36. I'm going to take a look at this and add by place value. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 4 plus 3 is 7. So Billy and Taylor saw 77 animals in all. Whew, that was a tricky one. Good job, everybody.